all the way in Sweden. And she's doing this business over there. She'll tell you about herself. We are ready to listen from Sabina, our upcoming president team member. Please, Sabina, you can take it over and mute yourself kindly.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Good evening, superstars. My name is Sabina, as Pieros has said, and I'm really humbled and honored to be given this opportunity to speak to all you wonderful people in this meeting. To our guests who are here for the first time, know that you're in the best place and at the very right time. Sabina, as I said, I'm a mother, a stepmom, a wife, a sister, and an auntie. I joined Neolife in May last year. Joined Neolife. I regret why I'd never heard of it before, because I would have joined, those years back. My very first encounter with Neolife was when I was introduced to the
Sorry, Sabina, unmute yourself.
Muted.
Go on, now it's okay.
Okay, I don't know which part, but I can say what I said before, that I joined Neolife in May last year, and I'd like to say that I did not need to be convinced to join Neolife. The thing I do is that I regret why I'd never heard of it before. And my first encounter with Neolife was when I was introduced to the high quality products, and that was in December 2019. I did not know anything about Neolife or even network marketing. So naive, what a shame. And I was not even aware that Neolife existed in Sweden and in more than 50 other countries around the world. So I'm forever grateful to my outline for sharing this wonderful opportunity. That I'm sitting here tonight and talking to you is because of the teachings that I've heard from all our leaders, all the directors that have talked, the distributors as I am. So coming for these meetings is very, very important, superstars. So don't miss these meetings, they're very, very important. So my topic tonight is on handling rejections. I saw on the WhatsApp, it was written, rejecting rejection. I think it's the same thing. So, handling rejections when protecting, that's the no's we get, the excuses we get, that's how I understand it. One thing I would like to say is that if you're not getting many no's, then you aren't trying hard enough. And what we should remember is that we should not have any emotional attachment to the no's that we get. It is not us who are being rejected, but our fantastic products and the life-changing opportunity. We've heard several times that no does not mean no. It simply means not right now. While doing my homework or reading articles about rejections, I learned that people reject our offers due to many different reasons. There are so many reasons, but I'll just talk about two of those reasons. And the first reason could be that these people have limiting beliefs in themselves. They will tell you that they have no time, no money, they live in small towns, it's not easy to prospect, they can't sell, they have no contacts, and so on. The second reason could be that these people have limiting beliefs in network marketing as a business. They'll tell you that, they don't want to chase friends. They have tried network marketing, the products are expensive, it's a pyramid scheme, and only those at the top earn money, and etc. But how do we handle all this? We attended this GoPro with Eric Worre, the network marketing guru. He talks about important steps that we can follow. And he says that what we can do is to listen, that's the first step, relate, that we relate to the people we are talking to, and tell stories. It could be our own stories or stories about our uplines who have told us something, about PTs who have told us about how they started the business. And then we should always close by asking our prospects, if I did this, would you? So those 4 steps are very, very important, according to Eric Worre. But I'll share some examples on how we can answer the few common objections I named above. I'll take maybe 6 of them due to time. The first example will be, I'm busy. You go to a prospect and the prospect tells you, I'm busy. I don't have enough time to do this. What you could is to tell the prospect, yeah, I understand how you feel. It's very common to feel that way. I felt the same way when I got started. And most people work in this business on part-time basis, just about 10 to 15 hours per week. And then tell stories of people who are working their businesses part-time successfully. And we have lots of them in our superstars team. So remember, in this business, facts tell, but stories sell. So tell stories all the time. It will help us. The second prospect maybe says, I don't have the money to get started. You can say, appreciate that, understand that, because I was in that position before, when I started. And at the moment, many people are in the same situation because of COVID-19 pandemic. Money is tight, but this is all the more reason for you to join us. Then relate with the story of a very successful leader, as I said, in our company. I'll use our PT now as an example. You could say, yeah, our PT Josephat was exactly in the same boat as you are in right now. He embraced this opportunity 10 years ago. He and his family are now living their dream life, have financial freedom, traveling the world, and they even have time to empower others to do the same. So the power of the story is very, very, what we say, the stories are very, very powerful. And maybe you could end by asking this prospect, if I send you a recording of one of a business opportunity presentation videos, would you have time to watch it? Or what if I can teach you a simple way to make money with our bonuses during your first month? You know, these would be good things to, important things to tell to such a prospect, the kind of a prospect who says that, I don't have money. Another prospect, or many that I've met, have told me, I'm not a salesperson. Most of them think that we go hawking our products, but then we can answer, that's terrific. I'm not looking for salespeople. I'm not a salesperson either. I'm in the business of sharing our incredible products and the possibility of becoming an entrepreneur with a global brand. I'm looking for passionate people that when they love something, they'll share something. So you tell them that in our company, we're looking for people who enjoy helping others. And then you can end by saying, I can see you have doubts, but I want to reassure you that if you decide to join us, I'll be training you. And we have evening meetings every day. And if I didn't think you could do this, we wouldn't be talking. So you try to reassure them to, talk positively, and we should not try to be confrontational. We don't confront them. We don't push them. We talk mildly, we talk nicely with them. Then a fourth prospect could say, maybe, I don't know anybody. And then we would say, what I love about this business is that it's not necessarily who you know, but people you'll meet and be referred to. Plus, this business is a great way to get to know people. We will teach you the tools to help you reach out to people. And then a fifth prospect could say, or maybe the same prospect, I don't want to bug my family or friends. Thank goodness, we don't want you to bug your friends and family either. That is not what we do. I share what I'm doing and pick their brains to see if there's anyone they know, that this opportunity would be great for. Sometimes when you tell them that, who do you know that would love this business? Then they get a wake-up call. Yeah, they want somebody else. Yes, this is called the referral approach. And when they hear this, most of them would say, okay, but I think I can do it. So they might join you. The sixth prospect might tell you that is this not a pyramid scheme? I'm sure all of us have been asked this question several times, and or been told that, some tell you they actually think they know your business more than you do. They tell you that this is a pyramid scheme. It's like all the pyramid schemes I've heard of, it's the same thing. If you get this objection, you might say something funny like, no, why? Is that what you're looking for? Or what do you mean by pyramid? And I know our leaders have always told us about the difference between a pyramid schemes and, and our business. So you could say that pyramids are illegal. With pyramids, there's no exchange of goods or services. We have an amazing product and a very loyal customer base, customers who are related with their results as well. So then this question, then stop talking quickly, and you can say that let's get back to talking about if the business is good or fit for you. Do you have any other questions? You then move quickly, so you don't appear to be on the defense. And then there's something that is very important, which is the closing. After you're done answering questions and handling objections, move on to the close. You'd ask them if they have any final question, then say, on a scale from 1 to 10, how interested are you in this opportunity? If they say 5 or higher, then you'd say, what would make you a 10? This works very well. And it exposes the final objection that you can answer. Then ask them to join you. They might not join you right away, but first you sow the seed, and the seed will grow. These people might come looking for you. So don't take it personally. As I said before, they're not rejecting you as a person. And I was reading another example somewhere where they say that if you go to a restaurant to eat, okay, nowadays we don't go to restaurants because of COVID, at the end of your meal, then the waiter or the waitress can come to you and ask if you want dessert, these sweet things. Maybe most of us are not interested in eating the dessert. Then you just say, no, I don't want a dessert. Thank you, it's okay. That's the rejection. But does she take it personally? No, because if you don't eat it, somebody else might eat it. And the similar to us, when people reject us, I was listening to was it Kickoff, the East African Kickoff. There was a speaker called Mike, one of the New Life leaders, and he said, how many people are in Kenya, for example? We are maybe over 45 million people. Now, if one person rejects you, then you have over 40 million left. So don't take it personally, go to the next person. So remember, as we said, if they say no now, delay is not denial, and no doesn't mean no forever. It just means not right now. Get them started. So, as I said, sow the seed in their heads and then revisit them at a later date, or they will come to you. So superstars, you can do this. I'm proud of you. So go and do your home business and go and prospect. And I wish you all the best. I think I'll stop there because there's a lot to talk about, but I'll stop there. So thank you very much, everyone. God bless you.
Wow, thank you so much, Sabina. You deserve a heavy clap there. Pierrot is clapping for you. That's an excellent job. I think we are getting a president right there in Sweden. There is no question about that. The question is when, but it's not whether. And we are truly happy for all what you are doing in Sweden. Keep the fire burning. Bring on board as many people. I'm sure there are also millions in Sweden. Bring them over. And you're on the right path. Thank you so much for researching widely and sharing even from your experience. I know you are literally doing what you've shared with us, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So Sabina has helped us to really never bother so much with those who say no, so that we focus on those who are saying yes. You know, sometimes you focus on the no's and they suck your energy instead of focusing on the few who say yes. And soon we'll be recognizing people who have been able to sponsor besides having gotten some no's, you still go ahead and you get some yeses. But just before we do that, we want to jump to another session, a very interesting one by one of our great leaders, someone who has been there for some good time. She's well-versed and experienced, one of our key superstars leaders. And I want to now bring on board Madam Lydia Mwesa. If you can hear me, Lydia Mwesa, you can take it.
Can you hear? Thank you very much. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm visible because I want to thank God this evening for the opportunity to talk with you. Thank you, Madam Sabina. Thank you, the PTs, for inviting me. And I just want to share briefly. I'm sure that except for the recently registered members, those that have been here before, have seen me, even if it's on Zoom. Yes, my name is Lydia Mwesa, and I've been with Neolife for, I'm doing my 9th year now. Joined 2012, not knowing really what I was joining, but became very interested in the products because they said they could help me, and they gave stories, even as Sabina shared with us, that stories sell, and it's true. The speakers of the day, 15th July 2012, sold Neolife to me, and I bought it because I wanted to be well. I wanted to be well, having been sick with thyroid. Then I was just about 28 years with thyroid malfunctioning, and the doctors were increasing medicine, and therefore had developed high blood pressure, and the sugar was rising. So I was really on my way to the grave, and I knew it. But thank God, he had something different for me. I met Neolife and definitely started using the products. I joined to use the products, wholesale, to get on wholesale prices. And I want to tell you, like I've always said before, 6 months down the line, even as I use the doctor's medicine, I witnessed the doctor reducing the medication and was feeling so much better. 3 years, 8 months down the line, the doctor said my thyroid was stable. And since then, I've been using the products. I've been seeing the doctor every time. He says it is thyroid is normal and so on. And many people, because this is a problem of mainly ladies, the people I've come across and people who talk about everywhere I go to talk to people. At least one lady has a thyroid problem. And they have wanted to know about this problem. And just to mention a little, the thyroid gland, of course, I'm not going to teach about that, but it's a gland that regulates all the systems of the body. And sometimes it can also get sick like any other gland. It can overwork. That's called hyperthyroidism. It can underwork. Overworking means overproducing the hormone that manages the body systems. It can also underproduce the hormone called hypothyroidism, or it can just get infected. Okay, so one would need a doctor to determine really what is the problem. Because sometimes when you talk to people and I ask them, what did the doctor say is a problem with your thyroid gland? They hardly know. Many of them don't know what the doctor said. They say it is infected. I mean, it needs treating antibiotics. They say it's under functioning, it's overworking, overworking or something. It's very important to see the doctor so that you can understand what's happening. So mine was the fact that it was underproducing the important hormones for regulating the body systems. The condition is called hypothyroidism. Hypo, as in Hypo, then thyroidism. And so at Neolife, the leaders showed me the products, and I was determined to learn about these products and use them. And I used them. I've been using them. like the Pro Vitality, the chelated zinc, feminine herbal, Formula 4 Plus, among other related health products. And they have proved very, very profitable. So please, those of us who may have patients who come to them, or even fellow distributors with this problem, or they have patients with this problem, encourage them to tell the person to see the doctor and get to know what the problem is, so that when they come for products, asking for product, you are sure what to suggest, because there are some that are best for hyperthyroidism, others are best for hypothyroidism, or even for mere infection of the thyroid gland. But many people use the word goiter. I have goiter. Goiter is not really a condition, a problem. Goiter refers to the inflammation of the thyroid gland itself, because when it is like any other part of the body, when it's sick, it may be inflamed, it swells up, and the thyroid gland can swell from the to the outside, so that it can be seen under the neck, protruding a swelling there. That is not, the swelling is not the illness. The illness is in the gland that has caused it to swell up. And even if it may not swell outside, it may swell into the inside. So whether it's a swelling in the inside or outside, it's called goiter. The swelling of the inflation, of the inflammation of the thyroid gland because it is sick. And so the doctor has determined what is causing this thyroid gland to swell. Of course, there are supplements, new life supplements, to reduce the swelling. And even, the natural antibiotics like garlic and others. So I think that can be addressed with a specific person with a specific condition. So just to throw some light on how to handle those issues of thyroid gland, but I just want to thank God for the training of these products that I use and other people use. Training on products in Neolife is very key. It's just like the training on the business, the business opportunity in Neolife. And that is why Sabina reminded us that training is key. We should never look down. Imagine I'm doing my 9th, because the PTs are doing the 10 years. They are older than me because I'm their daughter, in this. But imagine they were training, and they have been training all those years. And so I cannot say that I've trained in enough. If they have been training and they are trainers and they still do it, me too, I should. And that is actually what made me stick and understand the value of these products. I would train. I joined when I was still full-time working. The first 2.5 years in New Life, I was working full-time, very busy like any other employee, another teacher, another employee, very busy with classes at 7 a.m. and some going to 5 p.m. because of remedios, head of department, having 2 subjects, English and CRA, heading CRA. I was very busy. But one thing I made sure is that I would not miss training. It became so part of me that I would feel unfulfilled if I didn't train. And in fact, I would feel like I have sinned to myself, and of course to my leaders and the rest of the team, my team, because they expect to see me there. And I got attached. And so anytime I went, it was a joy. I really wanted to be there. And I thank God for that yearning of more and more, and to be there and see people and hear them talk and just ask questions, how we do it. And that is where I stuck. So fellow superstars, let us not look down on training. Let us commit ourselves. Let us sacrifice time. Let us come to training, come what may, please. Let us train on products. Let us train on business. It is part of that which will help us to stand the rejection that our sister upcoming director Sabina is talking to us. You have to know more than your challengers. You have to train to be more trained than your challenger, so that you win the battle. It's only the more trained soldiers who win the battle against the less trained soldiers. So if you are you are not trained, then you'll be won over by the less trained because you are less trained. You don't have the skills, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the confidence. Therefore, you fall very fast, Therefore, we need that. And I want to thank every superstar member who is here training this particular time at night, and we are training. I have been very busy and we are training. Let us keep up. Let us fight hard to win all the time and not relent. Therefore, that's just a bit about thyroid. If anyone would have a question, perhaps they can address it to me, and then I can find time either now if the PT has the time, or even later. Some questions I may not be able to answer because I'm not a medical doctor, but just my experience, what that which is in my experience and my knowledge, I can be able to address. But I just want to switch over to the second session of my topic B, closing the month in style. Of course, there cannot be any other style other than hitting my target, hitting your target. The question is, do you have a target? Did you have a target from the beginning of the year or the month? Of course, if there is zero target, then I hit zero target. Balance equation. Okay, but I want to believe that because we are all leaders and we have been training in this and we are determined to win, we all have a target. So it is therefore finishing in style in a way that I have hit the target. How many people did you want to sponsor? How many, you know, what step did I want to take? Those are my targets. You know, how many customers did I want to serve? You know, and so on and so forth. So it is hitting our target. Now, of course, hitting the target is not just an end month activity. It is a full month activity, and not just a full month. Even other months before, even last year's activities, we can experience great results at the end of this month. And we are going to be, because we still have one extra day tomorrow. So the main activity at the end of the month has been named as stretching. Okay, stretching, not stretching our hands like this, the way we stretch, you know, to relax or something. It is a term distributors have used to indicate the fact that they are adding more activity so that I, as a distributor, do more than I have done as at now, just before the month ends tomorrow. I do more. And I talk to those in my team, the team I have sponsored, the team I lead as director, and the team you lead as a manager or senior manager, the people you sponsor, to show them why they need to do just a little bit extra. What are they going to achieve? What is that activity going to help them achieve? That is the meaning of stretching. So what do you stretch? What do I stretch? And who do you stretch? Who do I stretch? Is what and who, I believe. Of course, there is the how. In language, we call them the issue. Talk about the 5 big men. Let me just talk about what I stretch and what you stretch, and perhaps a little bit on how. So during the month, in the previous month, and even the months in the last year, there are things I have been doing with a view to achieve my goal. Of course, my goal in your life is to rise to 5 diamond director. Has somebody heard me? And I believe that that is the target of each distributor. I am telling you, you have to have a target and a desire. You want something bigger than what you have or what I am. Okay. So during the month and the previous months, we need to be talking to those that we have been prospecting, and I am expecting them to register. Okay. So I stretch with a view to get those that have been prospecting and have not yet registered, so that they register. I want to sponsor them. Yes. So I talk to them. I follow them up. I persuade them. I tell them why they need to join now, not next month. I know next month, of course, at the end of tomorrow, February is starting, okay? But I want them to start now. Why should they sacrifice to start before the end of the month? And I know that sometimes I've told people, you see, the earlier you start running, the sooner you arrive and win the medal. You know, yeah. So if you join this month, imagine I can show you how you can even end the month with a check bonus. Yeah. Join today. I will show you how even tomorrow is so easy to end. Of course, I show them how to step up to the next step. And they get points, and they open their window, and they are paid, and they're excited. Or they tell me somebody I can talk to. They can sponsor also. The same man. You know, you will give yourself an opportunity to be trained by me and other leaders, so that by the end of February, you are earning very well. And you have enjoyed many profits, because we show you how when you use the product, you have an experience. We show you how you show the people the products, and they buy through you if they don't want to join, and you get profits, extra pocket money. Is that bad? Don't you want some? Isn't that would be good for you? And at the end of the month, you can be able to earn some. So you have to give them a good reason, nicely, why they need to sacrifice instead of postponing. So you stretch on the area of sponsoring, so that you sponsor. You know, you can sponsor even the last day, even tomorrow. It's never too late. You know, if the office, the month is closing at 4, and you sponsor at 3:59, they are registered. So long as the registration form is already with the company, they'll be registered. You'll be the same as the one who sponsored at the beginning of the month. When does it matter? You've sponsored in January. Alafu. Then the PT recognizes you in the following month as sponsoring this month. Yeah, yes. So and many times I've done that, and I have succeeded. You know, somebody has sponsored. So we stretch to sponsor, because you have a goal in sponsoring how many now meet, and even if you have met it, you want to stretch yourself to sponsor a few more before tomorrow. All those hours, what are we going to be doing? Yeah, people can join. Then number 2, we stretch in following up on those already registered, those we have sponsored, those in our teams. So what do we tell them when we have sponsored, when somebody has joined my team, me, I open the kit. And during that opening, instead of just showing them this is called product catalog and this is our price list. No, I show them, and I must make sure I show them how to take the next step. Let there be no one you've opened a kit for, and when you ask them, do they know how to become a manager, senior manager, the shortest way possible? They don't know. They know nothing. No. It should be so clear to them, so that they will show the people they are going to sponsor themselves. Because when you show them at the kit opening, among other things, how to fill the application form or the order form or whatever, when you show them on time, when you're opening the kit, you are able to follow that person up to do that which you showed them. And you get a step to manager, fast track, you are opening the window to director. Because you showed them something and you are following up on that. You get a senior manager. Oh, yes. So you follow up on those people that you've sponsored before, so that they do more points. When they join, they have that 6 because they're pro-vitality, but they can do more. Somebody will be able to do 500 personal points, shortcut to senior manager. Another one will be able to do 250. Another one who cannot do either of those two, you persuade them to do 100 points, qualified distributor, and tell them why it is good to be qualified distributor. And why it's good to be manager, the advantages, the profits, you know, the bonus. When they receive money, when they're 250 points minimum personal and they receive money, they are paid. That one they can use even to sponsor somebody else. You see, I've started earning. You join, you can also earn, but with me at the end of this month. You see, and you show them that they are excited because everybody wants extra money. There's very little money around. People need money. This is a very easy way of earning, by the way. Yeah. So you show them how, so you make them stretch. Even those who have done 500, they can be able to do a little bit more, and they are paid at a higher percentage. And even if 500 is 5% payment, if the points are 600, it will be 5%, but more money than the person who has done 500, isn't it? Yes. Tell me yes. I can hear you telling me yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. So you tell them they need to stretch for that reason. You need to stretch in that direction for that reason. So those you sponsored recently, so that they can step up. Then you have the existing distributors, manager and senior managers. Okay. What are they doing? One thing I believe is that a senior manager can maintain their level of senior manager. Personal 500, because they buy what they need, and also they buy for their customers. Those are their points. And they can also do a qualified senior manager business, QSM, 1,000 with their team. So you see now you are following some way. There's a system you are following. Because we don't just call somebody and tell them, are you doing points? When are you doing your points? They say tomorrow before 12, and it ends there. What are they doing? Points for what? To be a manager, senior manager, QSM? You know. Now, of course, there are those who may not reach the 250 or 500 because of financial constraints, but surely let them do something. Surely, as long as we live, we cannot leave your account to read zero. We left mambo ya zero kitambo. Surely it is dignifying just to put some points in your account this month. Isiachwe na njaa at zero, nothing. Ikilea na njaa. Somebody buys a Calma go pro-vitality. See, hizo ni points. Ameweka points kwake. Na team iko na point now. They feel they have done something, they have not failed. So we need to stretch to ask and tell them why they can do extra. If somebody has 990 points, that's a QSM just around the corner. Let them fill up the 10 points somehow. Talk to them how. So what I do is that even I did today, all the orders, you know, the performance of the team, every member, I write down their name and how many points they have done as at that time I'm writing. Everybody. Then at a glance, I can be able to see if this one adds this verse, like somebody had 227. They just need 23 points to make 250 surely. And they may not know. They may not know. So as a leader, you look at the points of everybody, including yours. You see, you have 580. If you add 20 personal points, you will get 500. You are paid at 500 personal points. No, not 5%. 25% personal points are paid 25% to yourself. You are paid your points fully. So you earn a little bit. So you look at your points, you look at the points of the people you have sponsored, and talk to them. And know why. Where you are not sure, ask your sponsor. You know, this person, can they do this? What can we do to help them? Or ask your upline director. Ask me. Ask your upline director, and they'll be able to study that with you and help you know how to be able to do that. And so, you know, I have a few things I can be able to say, but perhaps I won't say all of them. But please remember also to follow up with your customers. You know, stretch your customers. A customer bought a Pro Vitality. Tell them why vitamin C is still there. Take care of the immunity of yourself and the family. Yes, and they do. By the way, they do. It's just that it was not in their mind, isn't it? Perhaps their customers, there are people who have been telling, who have told you that they'll buy something, they'll buy something. This is the time to stretch to reach them. Find the time, stretch to reach them. Tell them, here we are. The month is coming to an end and you have not bought what you wanted. And I gave you the prices. Please buy, because you see that the office will close tomorrow. And I don't want it to close without you having the points. You know, they close for stock taking and they open it later. You can try to be, when are you ordering like that? And somebody, you know, thinks about, oh yes, I can order. Let me order, I'll send you money, you'll give them the and let me tell you something about customers. I know perhaps some of you have found it. Not 100%, not 100% of the people, the customers who want to give you cash for products. In fact, we never ask anyone to send me money unless they insist and they want to. I give them the pay bill number and I can tell them to use their national ID number or my Neo Life ID number, whichever they want. They send the money to the company to be downloaded to my account when I'm doing the order. Because I quote that reference. The profit is left in my account because I give them the retail price. That they send the money to the company. The profit is left there and I use it to buy my products. Hakuna gharama hapo. I use it, you know. So that way they feel more confident. They feel that they are safe. Somebody here cannot hear. Somebody help them. Rose cannot hear. I don't know. Am I audible? So please follow up your customers and include. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think Rose needs some help with the advice. Now, in conclusion, I want to say this. For January, we have one more day, and that is tomorrow. I know you have many other different ways you've been stretching, or perhaps some of the things I've said you've been doing, but I want to assure and encourage each one of us to stretch. Do not end with the points that you made 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. So that after those weeks, what was happening? No business was going on in your mind. Surely, no. We can still do more, and the remaining hours are many. I suggest 3 p.m. tomorrow, we will have done our business, and bearing in mind that we are in the best team, the Superstars team. Each one of us can still do their best. I am still energetic. Even after this, I know people I can call even this time. And I am not ashamed because it's a good thing I'm calling them about. I'm not doing anything bad. I can call or send a message. You know, tomorrow. And we cannot do that. And I'm telling you the truth. Anything we do, you will see results by. So we saw those very few words. I thank you very much for bearing with me. And I believe that we have shared something we can try together, and let's continue to encourage one another. Thank you very much, my PTs, my trainers. You have borne with me all these years, training me without getting tired. And I'm very grateful for this evening. God bless everyone. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye. But I'm still in the meeting.
Thank you very much, Mwesa. Yeah, you don't go anywhere, remain in the meeting. I can see you flying at another level, and you didn't find it easy to stop. I mean, and we also wanted you to go on and on and on. You know, this is the fire that we want, because we must all get to 5 Diamond Director. That is very wonderful, Sabina and Lydia Mwesa. And we cannot really earn much. Let's digest that, but then we'll wind up our training today by doing a recognition. And our recognition is basically on sponsoring and then personal PVs. And I found myself today thinking about this, that everyone here can be a superstar in sponsoring. And you can move from no people to sponsor. You know, people have had that kind of an argument. that there are no people to sponsor, you can move from that to there are so many people to sponsor. I can tell you that is our experience with PROs here, that there are so many people to sponsor that it's a matter of time. I mean, it's time that we really don't have enough to sponsor all these people. And to add to what our leaders have shared before us, I may want to just add something very small. How do you make sure you become a super sponsor? And then we do recognition. I have some suggestions. In addition to what especially Sabina shared about rejection and the like. Right. So think about this. Number one, just try to connect with the people, just connecting. Especially through social media. This has become a big thing, and next week we'll be going into depth of this, how you use the social media. And don't connect with people for business. Just connect for connecting's sake. Just make friends. Don't be in a hurry to tell them about business. Make as many friends as possible so that now you'll be talking to so many people, inviting them to the meetings. Then consistently post on your page attractive stuff. Don't be mixed up. You know, don't post something motivating today, then tomorrow you post something saying nowadays I'm feeling so tired. Now you are contradicting yourself. Let them know you as a positive vibes person. So people visit your page for them to decide on whether to follow you or not. And that's how I also do it. So you want people to follow you. Now, don't broadcast and communicate with everyone. I mean, rather, you have communicated with none. If you are broadcasting, you know, the invitation, for example, don't post things in WhatsApp groups, in those general groups. Instead of doing that, personalize all your communications. Personalize all your communications. If it's about the members of a group, talk to each one of them. You know, if you are connecting with them, connect at individual level. I tried it, and by then it works wonders. Yesterday alone, I sponsored 3 people because of using this strategy of personalizing the communication. You have a group where you are a member and you are 100 of you. If you just say hi to each one of them, Happy New Year, so and so, because you can even see the names for most of them. You know, you have started connecting. But if you just post in the entire group, Happy New Year, everyone, then you have not reached anyone and no one will feel special. Then whenever you are posting things, try to include the call for action so that they are like being prompted to get back to you. You could say something like, I believe we have great potential within ourselves. Do you believe so? You know, you are prompting them to respond. And we'll be talking more about this next week. Then be very systematic. Don't do the prospecting and sponsoring in a haphazard way. Have a prospecting and inviting notebook so that you are not trusting your memory. You are writing down as you talk to people. You meet someone in the stairs, don't just take the contact and it remains in your phone book. Transfer to your notebook by the end of that day. Work with the numbers, not randomly. Don't say, tomorrow I will prospect people. Just say, be specific. I will prospect X number of people. For Saturday, 8 p.m., I'll invite 10 people. This month of February, I'll sponsor 5. You know, then invite the number you are capable of following. Don't send the invitations, even if they are personalized, to 1,000 people. How will you follow 1,000 people? We've done that mistake with the PROs here in the past. You spend the entire day and you invite 2,000 people, but you follow none. So let's do it in batches. Maybe for Saturday, you invite 20 and you follow up to make sure that those 20 will attend. And after they have attended, you follow up to make sure that they join. And that way you are systematic. And then, as Sabina said, detach yourself from the outcome. If they say no, they have not said no to you. They have said no to the opportunity to change their lives. You are already changing yours. You never said no yourself. So you accept them to change your life. So when they say no, it's none of your business. Don't attach yourself to the outcome and you become demoralized just because someone who is not a dreamer has said no. So it is about the opportunity, not about you. Rejecting or accepting, it's the opportunity, not you. Those are just a few tips on how you make sure you are really sponsoring and you are really getting customers, whichever applies. And we want to culminate our training in the next 2-3 minutes by doing a recognition here. I want you to stick there, clap for these people who are really sponsoring. Remember, when you sponsor 5 people, we give you 3,000 Kenya shillings as an incentive for a cup of tea. So let's see those who are already sponsoring. They've sponsored 1, and therefore they have 4 to go by tomorrow. It's possible, by the way, to get the 4, and you get the cash incentive. And huge congratulations. I always say this: if you can sponsor 1, you can sponsor 3, and you can sponsor 5, you can sponsor 10 within a month. Believe you me. The first one in the list is Father Lucas Juma from Uguja. Well done. And then we have Ruth Koech. We have Gladys Chepkemoi. We have Jane Motune, Priska and James Muragori, Saris Moto, Catherine Mwaura, Jane Diba, Chadwick and Sylvia Buibo, Kevin Koech, Elijah Mushidi, Mary Jabi Jenga, Christine Chepkeboy. Then we have Binge Dinelao. I hope I'm pronouncing it the right way. All the way from Namibia. Congratulations. In Namibia, we have a very vibrant team coming up, and I believe they will be becoming directors. Then all the way in Finland, we have Miuka Kipkoech. Congratulations. So those ones have sponsored 1 each, and that's a great start of the year. I know they'll be sponsoring many more before the end of tomorrow. Now we have those who have sponsored more than 1, and therefore we are now in position 3. The position number 3 is a tie. We have Sophie Odwo, sponsored 2. Well done, Sophie. We also have Ambrose and Florence Minor 2. Congratulations. We have Florence Olao 2. Congratulations. We have Ruth Hango, all the way from Namibia. Wow. Well done. Our brand new manager in Namibia. You are doing a great job. Keep going. And then we go to position number 2. Sponsored 3. We start with Florence Okech, our upcoming president team member anytime. Well done. Then we have Haron and Damaris Masharia, sponsored 3. Our brand new directors a few months ago. And then we have Lynette Ombenga, sponsored 3. Congratulations. Lynette is the one who has really brought in our friends from Namibia, Botswana, and doing a huge business. We are very proud of you, Lynette. Then we also have Elizabeth and Charles Bett. Congratulations, our upcoming directors. They have also sponsored 3. So that's position number 2. And we got position number 1, sponsored more than 3, more than 4, more than 5, more than 6, and that's Piero's and Josphat Karaoke, sponsored 7 personal. Now, we have tomorrow. You can beat us. And I know there's someone who will deliberately do it to beat us. Please, let's go for it. We'll be very happy to give you the 3,000 Kenya shillings for sponsoring more than 5. Now, let's quickly go to personal PVs. And we are recognizing the top 10 in personal PVs. These are the ones you've bought in your own account. And number 10, we have Constantina Sang. Congratulations, Constantina, 459. Then we have David Kwea, 500 personal points. Number 8, we have Samuel Kimani, 502 personal PVs. Number 7, we have a director, Rosemary Ruvandari. Congratulations, 506. Then we have one of our presenters tonight, Lydia Mwesa, 507. Well done. Number 5, we have our directors, Damaris and Harun Masharia. Congratulations, 517. Then we have our upcoming director, Hesbon Nyagoa, 549. Well done. And then top 3. Who is in top 3? Position number 3, we have Brigadier Kipleo David, 556. And then we have position number 2, very exciting. A whole 1,005 personal PVs for Okech Florence, leading by example. Well done, Florence. Keep going. This is very, very wonderful. Then we have position number 1, Pierce and Josephat Karaoke, 1,125. That is a great job. Well done. Now, remember that champions are recognized at the ring, at the very finishing line. When you touch the line, the finishing line, and we are not yet there, we have up to tomorrow, 4 p.m. You can see Sharon, who just joined us a day ago, saying, yes, I will be there. I'll be recognized, you know. Whatever you put in your mind, and you work on it, you will be able to achieve it. I know there are people here who have not been recognized, but come next week on Tuesday, they'll be recognized. That's when we'll be recognizing our managers, senior managers, the directors, sponsoring and all that. But I must remind us this, very important, it's the last point, second last. Make sure if you are not a director, please, if you're not yet a director, that is, you are senior manager, or the distributor. Do all what you can to close by tomorrow with more than 250 personal points. Why? You will be opening your director window, and that means in February, there is nothing to stop you from becoming a director. Those who don't open the window by tomorrow, you are likely to find your business growing in February, but you don't become a director because you have not opened the window. Window simply means you use the shortcut to director instead of using the normal route that is in the compensation plan. If there is anything that is not clear on that, please get back to your director and ask them to explain what is this director window we are talking about. But all those who are doing it, we are giving you a bottle of aloe vera plus juice. You know, you get that bottle of aloe vera plus juice. Oh my goodness, your life just becomes easy, sweet. It's the best drink you can ever have. It's just so sweet. And we thought that those who are opening their windows to director, we can treat them with that. Congratulations to all those who have done it. So many people have done it, but there are a few who have not yet done it. Go for it. It's easy, it's achievable if you commit that you must be among the number. Now, the last thing I want to mention is about our Saturday presentation at 8 p.m. Today is Tuesday. Listen, each one of us, I want us today to have a target that for the remaining days before Saturday, I will invite guests every single day for that 8 p.m. meeting. And I will have not less than 10 or 20, whatever the number you put, attending that meeting. How I wish that the least number for any one of us here be 10, because we are talking of from today. You just want to test your muscles, inviting, prospecting and inviting muscles. And you know what? That will help you to build a very huge business in the month of February to take you to director. And when you become a director, man, that is where life starts. Oh my. And you'll be spoiled with lifestyle and money and all that. So let us keep inviting in big numbers for Saturday, 8 p.m. and our lives will never be the same again. We'll have to stop at this, not because we are through with everything, but because we must rest. And we rise up tomorrow early to do a lot of business to close the month, as Mwesa has taught us, in style. So thank you so much. God bless you.